What's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video, and today it is about GameStop, and GameStop won't stop soaring right now. Stock is up 175% as of right now, and it all really happened within the last little bit of the market. So initially what happened was it got halted during the day among an executive change, okay? So the CFO, Jim Bell, is resigning on March 26th. A lot of people are thinking that Ryan Cohen, the big investor in GameStop, is trying to push him out. Okay, so that is one reason for the pop. Another reason, obviously, we still have a big amount of shares outstanding in GameStop that are shorted. The shorts are still there. They are not all gone. That is a myth that the shares being shorted were no longer there. They are still there, and there's still a lot of people shorting GameStop. That's another reason it's up. Another reason is with this SEC congressional hearing with GameStop, with Vlad, who's the CEO of Robinhood. There's a lot of pressure now on Vlad about what he did with halting trading. So a lot of people are optimistic that that will not happen again. Robinhood is not going to hopefully halt trading for GameStop and allow people to continue to buy as much as they like, and as a free market should be, as much as they would like, and not halt them. That gives them optimistic. That gives them a chance to think that, hey, maybe we can get back to where we were, about a month ago when we were sitting at about $500 at one point. All right, and now there's nothing to stop them. So the hype has died down a little bit, but stuff like this shows that the hype is not gone from GameStop, and there's a lot of interest in GameStop, especially with news about this, with the CFO resigning and a potential, change in the way they're doing things, switching it to more of a e-commerce centric company. Now, obviously, fundamentally speaking, GameStop is obviously still extremely overvalued, but as of right now, this epic short squeeze is still a possibility. And maybe it won't be as high as it once was, but the fact that it is still flying shows that this squeeze is not over, the hype is not over, and there is a lot of potential catalyst for GameStop to continue to run. And I want to break a couple of those down. So one of the big catalysts, obviously, that can continue to boost GameStop's share value is the fact that there are still a lot of shares sold short. 21.4 million shares as of January 29th. I don't know why they haven't updated. Usually they update it about every 15 days, and it's been almost an entire month since they have updated this, short interest. But there's obviously still a lot of shares out there that are shorted, over $1.1 billion worth. And if we actually look at GameStop and look at their market cap, it is about $6.5 billion. So percentage-wise, that short squeeze could send that stock up, a pretty hefty amount, at least 20%. Maybe that's already factored in. Maybe, we don't know. But there's a lot of stuff behind why this is going up. And it's not just, the change in management. There is still a lot of hype for GameStop. There is a lot of hype for a lot of these meme stocks. I mean, we look at AMC. AMC was having a really, really good day today, and up after hours as well. And now it's back above $10 a share. So people who bought on those dips, really made a lot of money. This thing was about $5, and now it's at over 10. So you already doubled your money if you bought on the dip. Now, this whole change to a more e-commerce centric company, that is huge for GameStop, and that will pay dividends and giving investors a hope that, GameStop is a stock worth owning. Personally, I am not investing in GameStop. I try to stay away from that, even though I look like an idiot right now because we are down a lot this week, about $30,000, so not good at all. Amazon, Apple just getting absolutely murdered this week. But, if you're in GameStop, congrats, because you are making a lot of money. And the stock is moving fast after hours. I also wanted to show you how much volume that is after hours, because it's a lot. We're talking 25.75 million shares after hours. So that's obviously very, very significant. Like I said, big short interest still, about 39%. We don't know how much that's been uploaded. But these charts are actually insane. 1 year up 2,600. 1 month still down 73%. I don't think that factors in after hours. But it's incredible, the move that this has had. So it's going to be interesting to see where everything goes. Obviously, Wall Street Bets has not stopped talking about GameStop. Deep Value still heavily invested and actually doubled his stake in GameStop. So there's still a lot of hype behind GameStop and what they think is going to happen with the stock. We saw Deep Value buy another 50,000 shares, upping his position to 100,000 shares. A lot of people are in, and a lot of people are making some good money right now. So I'm happy for you guys if you're making money. Me, unfortunately, I'm losing money, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So maybe the meme stock rotation is back. Maybe the hype will last more than a week. We don't know. I think a lot of people tomorrow morning is going to really decide what happens if the stock absolutely soars, or if people are like, wait a minute, I'm up now after being down 50%. Maybe now is a good time for me to take profits. So it's going to be up to them to really decide that. But like I said, we have some big catalysts on why the stock continue to run. And I think the Robinhood thing is more significant than people think. I think the fact that Vlad, the CEO of Robinhood, is probably no longer going to restrict trading after the controversy it caused last time. I think that ability to not do that is positioning the stock to continue to run and run and run. And we're just going to see how this all plays out. But I think that with nothing really stopping GameStop, except from the retail investors themselves dumping and taking profits, that is about the only real threat that I see. But I mean, you have die-hard loyals, people who are willing to hold this stock no matter what at all costs. And so when you see stuff like that, it gives you hope that the company can continue to run as it is. Because I mean, if you have retail investors behind it, it's really hard for the hedge funds to dump big amount of shares when you have freaking 26 million volume. I mean, that's a ton of volume. So we'll have to see. But I expect this to potentially run up to about 200. And then I don't know what happens after that, but I think the hype is just going to be huge. I mean, we almost saw 200 at one point today. It was up like $185 a share. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think that these have a little bit of legs in them. Personally, I'm not going to be investing in it. Like I said, I'm fully investing in Amazon, Apple, PLTR, Facebook, and Alibaba. So I'm not going to be diving into that too deep, but I'm going to be watching it for sure. And if I go over to E-Trade, I might make some plays. When my account finally transfers, it's taking a really long time because Robinhood's the worst brokerage of all time, and it's causing some issues. But I cannot wait to see what happens with GameStop. I hope you guys are making some money and you're happy. But also remember to ring the register when the time is right. You don't want to take big losses. I mean, I'm firsthand know about big losses. We don't want to see that. We like to see up there. You should take profits. You don't want to see a big crash in your account and wondering why you didn't hit that sell button. So it's going to be interesting to see where the stock moves. It's obviously moving a lot in after hours right now with heavy volume backing it up. So that's obviously a good thing. And like I said, this real run happened mainly during the after hours. I mean, it was a decent run from about 50 to 91, almost 100% rally. But I mean, after hours, this thing really went up big. So, it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out. But I mean, I'm expecting big things, and I think that investors have an option and a decision to make what they're going to do. If you're investing, you're up big now, maybe you might think about taking profits. But I mean, if you think that this thing can actually push farther than it did last time with no restrictions and short interest still there, it's worth taking that bet on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But as of right now, those are about the three catalysts. So like I said, the new CFO resigning, possibly being pushed out by Ryan Cohen, Robinhood not being able to restrict people from trading, and then obviously the short interest still being very high, enough to significantly make a dent in the stock. So with those, and then obviously you guys at Wall Street Bets willing to put it all on the line is pretty impressive. So we'll have to see what happens, but I'm expecting good things. So hope you guys have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.